Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to WEXP 88.3 FM, where we do it better. Sponsored by Eon H2O Water. Perfect hydration, perfectly purified, perfect taste.
Welcome, everybody, to the Colors of Beauty and Business Talk Radio. Today is Friday, and we are on the radio show called Colors of Beauty and Business. Thank you, everybody, for listening in. Well, you can tune in every Friday at 8 o'clock p.m., 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on WEXP 88.3 FM at blogtalkradio.com. My name is Reyna Kartel, and I'm your host for this show. I hope you all had a wonderful, happy Friday, and yes, the weekend is finally here. Thank God. I'm excited to let you all know that I will be in the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada this weekend with some of awesome boss queens getting ready for a speaking engagement for the 2019 Winter Ball presented by Aina Earth Candle and Company this Sunday, January 13th at the Santa Fe Station Hotel and Casino from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So go show some love and support and get to know some of your entrepreneur community here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is free tickets just to head out to www.queencartel.com and go get your tickets. It is a free event. Just wanted to let you guys know that is something going on this weekend. Now, getting back to our show tonight, so let's start out with giving a shout-out to the Eon Experience for having us here tonight, as well as our sponsor, Eon H2O Water. Thank you for having us once again. A quick review about what you can expect from this show is a full transparency on the life of an entrepreneur, the good and the challenges of an entrepreneur, a guide for the aspiring entrepreneurs on critical tools to build and grow your business. The mission is to help women start, build, and grow their own successful empire the correct way, and to also have the support and leadership behind them through resources and networking through the Colors of Beauty and Business platform that we can provide here. Today's segment will be regarding on how to start a business and the importance of having good credit. So why is good credit a must for the entrepreneurship? Well, about a year ago, as I began building my firm Entrepreneurial Understanding, I realized that the importance of having good credit was far what I exceeded. In 2012, I had already been on a roller coaster of high and lows. Initially, right after college, my store was non-existent. I had no personal credit record, so to speak. And after college, when I got my first credit card, I lacked the responsibility to pay my bills on time, and my score quickly plummeted. Year 2016, I brought it up to a good 690. But again, it wasn't my priority, and I wasn't diligent on my payments. And again, I thought I was doing good, and I just ignored the whole process. Fast forward to 2017, I started building a cosmetic line. At the time, I didn't know how important it was to have credit, and so I needed to make samples for my new cosmetic line. But I soon realized I couldn't open up my credit lines because I didn't have the maintenance that I was supposed to continue to carry on when I started to build it, what I thought was a good score. So since it wasn't my priority, my score dropped down a few hundred points. And in the mid of 2017, I began my transition from a makeup artist to a businesswoman. with a newfound sense of responsibility, and I've realized in order for my business to be considered worthy of an investment, my credit score needed to reflect that I was trustworthy. Your credit score helps creditors and investors figure out if a loan to invest in his or her business, if you're going to be able to pay it back or not. Usually the best way to decipher future behaviors is by reviewing a past credit report or your credit reports, period, and if you're going to go ahead and pay it back through your history. That's how they make the decision. So your credit score is basically a responsibility and a trustworthiness tool, score that they look at. And if, just to kind of give you a sense of what ranges these credit scores can be, 500 and below means, like, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. You're not even going to get a chance on, people investors looking at you or loans looking at you for business purposes. 500 to 600 is probably the same answers. You're still probably going to, get a no, and you're going to have to work on it. 600 to 699 means that you're probably trying to get it together, but you're still not there. 7 to 800 is good, and you can still probably get most credit you apply if the income requirements are met. 800 and above means you are a credit king or queen, and again, if the income and assets requirements are met, then the lending world is probably your oyster. So with investment firms and VCs and angels investors often check founder credit scores when they are in the due diligence of your process of trying to get funding. So again, going back to my journey, this is why I had to check on my credit, because I just didn't want to go into something and get funding and know that, my credit wasn't there. So this is why, I'm telling my story and trying to get, people to know and entrepreneurs to know before you even begin your journey, take a look at your credit and your liabilities, because that is a deal breaker. That is absolutely a deal breaker. And oftentimes I find that most Americans, think that buying a house is an asset when in fact it's really a liability. And going back to my history and my parents, my parents never were taught on how to work the American money system, and neither was I. So I had to read and educate myself and continue to educate myself on, why credit is important throughout my journey and now becoming an entrepreneur. So this is where I found, and I had to seek help myself, and I met this woman by the name of Sheila Pullum through a network in Antioch, California. And, it was one of the best decisions that I have honestly made. She makes it very, very simple. She makes it fast. She does work for a credit repair company, but I'm going to go ahead and introduce her to you guys, and we're going to go ahead and ask her some questions. Sheila, are you there? Hello? Sheila? Let me see if we can try to get her. Hello? We're having some technical difficulties here. Just 1 second. I can't hear her, but she can hear me. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and, Sheila, if you can hear me, I'm going to call you on the other line, and I'm going to try to connect you on my way. Yes, so I'm going to go ahead. I have you, Sheila, on the phone, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for that technical difficulty.
No worries.
What
technology.
Happened. There you go. So thank you so much. So again, can you introduce? I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you again. Your name is Sheila Pullum. You are the credit boss from the Bay Area. I say representing Northern California, but you do service all 50 states. Is that correct?
Absolutely, that is correct.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start talking about what is it that you do, Sheila?
So I am a executive sales director with Financial Education Services. Our company's been in business for 14 years, and we basically help people upgrade their lives through the power of credit and entrepreneurship.
Perfect. And so, and like, again, I love the fact that you guys are on the Better Business Bureau. That was a big must for me, being that I did have a past history on, there's many credit repair companies or people that say that, they help out someone and then they just take you for a nice journey and they just don't help you or you don't see the results that you want. So I can honestly say with you, I've been seeing you make it easy. I love the fact that you educated me. You actually took the time when you were in Las Vegas to meet with me and my niece, and I appreciate that about you.
Absolutely.
So I thank you for that. So, first tell me, with this, why did you choose to get into credit repair, and what made you get into this to begin with?
Okay. So similar to your story, I am a traditional business owner. I used to run a residential and commercial cleaning company. When I started that business, I wasn't aware of credit and how credit worked. And not only that, I didn't have great credit. I actually kind of had poor credit, more poor credit than great. And so starting a business, I didn't have a lot of capital. So in order to start a business, you can have capital or you can have credit. So I didn't have the credit and I didn't have a lot of capital, so there were a lot of limitations for me as far as my business. So that's one of the things. I got my credit fixed, and then I totally upgraded my life. So I started looking into starting a traditional credit company, and then I stumbled across Financial Education Services, where the company actually does most of the work. So I was sold immediately. Well, once I looked up the company, saw that it was a reputable company with the Better Business Bureau, those were the type of things that I was looking for too, because if I'm going to stand in front of a company, I needed to stand in front of a reputable company, a company operating with integrity.
Exactly. I totally agree with that, because again, going back to, me and you have similar stories, and I'm pretty sure everybody, not everybody, but most people have, that are looking for credit report have similar stories to ours, and
right.
either, they find somebody that just, they don't see the results, and unfortunately they just give up, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's just, to me, that was, one thing that I had, paid someone and I just didn't see the results. And with you now, it's just like, I love the fact that you guys just do the work, your company does the work, and it's so easy. I mean, I really thought I was going to go and start doing and sending letters out, but that's not even it. Like, you guys do everything for your customer. So I wanted you to speak a little bit about that process.
Okay, so basically, well, our company actually, so basically how it works for us is when people come in for credit repair, our company sends them the dispute letter. So that is the only thing that our customers do. You did send off your letters yourself. So, and then send in the results. But other than that, you don't have to put them together. You don't have to deal with contacting the credit bureaus. Our company handles that end. We even have credit attorneys who will step in if our clients are having legal issues with their credit.
Yes, that was another thing that sold me about this as well. Can you talk about the protection that you guys have? Because I know that there's so many things that you guys have under that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So with our program, not only do we, so a lot of us get into this situation because we don't have the credit education. Our formal education system does not teach us much about credit, which is why our company is bridging that gap. We actually have a youth literacy program where we teach youth between the ages of 8 and 18 about personal credit and finances. So that's a big part of it, too, for me. It's the giving back portion of it. But with our protection plan, our clients get credit restoration, identity theft protection. They're going to get credit monitoring, We've just introduced budgeting and saving tools. They get a living will and trust and a healthcare power of attorney. So not only do we help people fix their credit, we help them build credit, the ones that need to build credit. We also help them protect their family and their finances.
Yes, that's one thing. I remember signing up, and I said, "There's a will in here? No way!" You can create your own will, and I was like, "Wow, that is crazy."
At no additional cost.
Yeah, that was like, and this is why I'm saying, I hands down, I truly can honestly say, the company that that you represent, and that you work for, and definitely, I mean, you guys go over and beyond with the protection plan, all the extra perks. Not only do you guys repair credit, but there's so many additional things that you guys do.
Right. Because we have to also help people understand their credit. That's why you have the portal with credit education. Gives you tips, gives you different ways to build your credit. It gives you a potential score to get to that, and what it takes to get to that score, because what is it going to do to get good credit and not know what to do with it? Mess it up again.
Exactly.
So credit education is a big component, and financial literacy is a big component of our company.
And one of the stories that me and you had together was, I remember my son wanting to finance a car. And I think that's why me and you got to talking, because, not only because I wanted to repair my credit, but the simple fact that, you were talking about education on the youth, and how our youth, the educational system, unfortunately, doesn't touch bases on high school on the financing structure of it, really what it, the credit, the credit, and how, how important the credit is, to even start after you get it, out of school, even when you're 18 years old, With me, with my son, he was fortunate enough to have a mom that kind of knew a little bit about credit, and I got him a credit card and with my name, but that's how he started his credit. However, again, going back, we don't educate, or the school system, should I say, not we, but the school system doesn't educate our kids on credit. And so that was one thing that I found that me and you were talking about, how my son didn't really know the fundamentals about credit and how the financial system worked. And I know that we have talked about that. So on the youth program, again, can you touch bases on that as well? Like, what is it that you guys actually do for the youth? I know that you said you guys educate them, but do you guys actually go to schools, or do you guys go to, you guys hold seminars or anything like that?
No, we do. As agents, once you reach a certain level and go through an 8-week training program, which I'm actually about to go through because I've reached executive sales director, and I'm now eligible to go into schools. Thank you. I'm now eligible to go into schools and teach them about credit. Not only do we go into schools and do the education, once the students complete the program, we give them money. Our company gives them money, and throw them a little pizza party. So I'm excited to be doing that. And not only that,
what did you say? That's free money, girl?
Right, free money. I'm here for free money.
Hey,
not only that, not only that, each protection plan that we enroll, like we have $2 that goes to each protection plan membership that whoever enrolls for credit repair or whatever to join as a business partner, $2 of each protection plan, because our system is based on protection plans. So each protection plan, $2 is donated. We give away tons of money in annual college scholarships. We gave away 25. We started at $25,000 in 2014, and we're all the way up to $350 this year. I'm super excited. So we'll be giving away $350 at our annual convention in Vegas. So it's going to be amazing.
Ooh, you guys are going to be in Vegas, girl. I'm about to go into Vegas right now. I'm actually, on the way there. So can you give us dates on that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to be in Vegas on the 7th. So the convention starts on the 8th. And all the recipients who won the scholarships, some of them will be flown to Las Vegas. The top scholars and the top rewards will be flown to Vegas with their parents. I was actually there last year, and I saw a young lady and her mother. They were there. They got flown in by our company, and they awarded her $25,000. I mean, as a parent, it's just like, thank you. I mean, as a student too, but as a parent, because a lot of times that financial burden falls on us.
Oh, that girl, who are you talking to? Like, I have my kid just started Sac State University this last year, and oof, you know, I told him, I said, boy. You know, I can definitely agree with that. You know, I mean, $25,000. You know, I mean, that is definitely a help with any parent situation, especially having their kids going to any type of vocational or any type of educational, you know, period after high school. So that is awesome. You know.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited
as well. I mean, that even gives me, you know, I even love the company even more now.
Right. You should come to, you need to come to convention.
Definitely. We'll definitely talk about that, you know, and I can definitely link up with you. Like I said, you know, my network is definitely from Las Vegas, Nevada, you know, but definitely, you know, we are from Northern California. So I'm just, you know, again, educating the people, you know, and my public and, you know, our listeners on how important it is to really grasp, you know, the credit, you know, before you even start your journey. Really look into it, and definitely, but all these perks, you know, are just extra. You know, like you had mentioned, you know, we even have attorneys as well.
Absolutely, we do. Our credit attorneys are basically, if our, you know, for our clients who have legal issues with their credit.
That's crazy. See, you know, I haven't heard of anything like that yet.
Right. Listen, there is no other company like us, to be honest. I don't throw any companies under the bus, but our protection plan is like no other. Facts are facts.
Oof, I like that. See, that's confidence. That is confidence, girl. And this is why they call her the credit boss right here. Miss Sheila Pullum. There you go. Well, Miss Sheila, you know, like I said, you know, I can't get enough of, you know, seeing you on Instagram or on Facebook on how you really do engage with, you know, your customers and your, you know, your clients, and how you really do educate them, you know, because you know, you're always making sure that you're answering my questions and really engaging with your clients and customers. How can people find you?
People can find me quite a bit of ways. So they can find me through my website, www.Sheila, SHEILA, Pullum, PULLUM.com. So that's www.SheilaPullum.com. That is one of the ways. I am on Instagram as Sheila the Credit _boss. And I'm also on Facebook under Sheila Pullum Jr. If you be careful, make sure you get that Junior, or you're going to get my mom, because we have the same name.
you like us Latin people, you know, we have to name, you know, the mama, the daddy, the auntie.
Right. Well, me and my mom, we were actually born on the same day. We have the same birthday and the same name. So, yeah, if you're looking up Sheila Pullum, don't pick the senior. Make sure you pick the junior.
All right. Well, you guys heard it here on the Colors of Beauty and Business Talk Radio. And Miss Sheila, once again, can you say your handle name for Instagram?
Yeah. So I can be contacted. There's some other ways. So you can text Sheila, SHEILA. This is a text message. If you want to text Sheila, SHEILA, to 76626. That's going to be my virtual business card. Once you text it to me, your information will pop up. Make sure to mention the radio show so I know where you came from. Or you can go to my Instagram handle, which is Sheila, SHEILA, the credit _boss, BOSS. That's my Instagram handle. Or you can even contact me directly at 510-736-2402. Again, that number is 510-736-2402.
Well, you guys heard it here on the Colors of Beauty and Business radio talk show. And I want to thank you, Sheila, once again for coming on tonight and talking about the importance of why having good credit as an entrepreneur / person is just an imperative issue, even before we start our journey.
Absolutely.
And so, once again, I want to say thank you for helping me, understand and educating me and continue to educate me, because, again, I didn't know about these scholarships, and I'm just, in love already, again, all over again. And so I'm definitely going to look into that. You guys heard it here. You will be in Las Vegas, Nevada. What dates are those again?
I'm going to be in Las Vegas the 8th through the 10th of February next month. So in a few weeks, I'll be there. We're going to be having a huge convention. Guests are invited. There is a fee. Reach out to me if you're interested in coming. I mean, an investment in growth should be nothing to anybody. I mean, the self-investment is the best investment. So, yes, there's a fee to come to the convention, or I can meet with you privately for free. It doesn't matter. But this convention is going to be packed with information, knowledge, and they're going to be giving away a lot of money.
People, I'm telling you, she will meet with you. I was in Las Vegas. She made it happen. We were on a time crunch. She made it happen, and here we are once again a couple months later, and we're doing it. So, Sheila is very, very, she is a wonderful woman, a wonderful networking partner as well, and I am just eager to see you grow even in the educational part of it, Sheila. I'm happy for that.
Absolutely. So I appreciate you for having me on this show. Thank you for extending the offer.
Absolutely welcome. And, definitely can continue to collaborate with you with everything else as well. Hopefully soon we can talk and collaborate about Las Vegas here coming up.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, girl. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for listening in. Thank you, Ms. Sheila, for calling in once again.
Thank you.
And have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.